His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. It is here clearly stated that the supreme destination from which there is no return is the abode of Krishna, the Supreme Person. The Brahma Samhita describes the supreme abode as Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, a place where everything is full of spiritual bliss. All the variegatedness manifest there is of the quality of spiritual bliss. Nothing there is material. The variegatedness is expanded as the spiritual expansion of the Supreme Godhead Himself. For the manifestation, there is totally of the spiritual energy, as explained in chapter 7. As far as this material world is concerned, although the Lord is always in His supreme abode, He is nonetheless all pervading by His material energy. So, by His spiritual and material energies, He is present everywhere both in the material and in the spiritual universes. Yashantaha sthani means that everything is sustained with him within either his spiritual or material energy. The Lord is all pervading by these two energies. Back to you. Mataji Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. So two key points, the identity of spiritual world, which is complete and purely spiritual. And then how the Lord is present in every aspect in the material world as well through his energies. Yes, let's read the next paragraph. You wanted to read?
I can start, Prabhuji.
Yes.
To enter Krishna's supreme abode or the innumerable Vaikuntha planets is possible only by bhakti, devotional service, as clearly indicated here by the word bhaktya. No other process can help one attain that supreme abode. The Vedas, Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.21, also describe the supreme abode and the supreme personality of Godhead. Eko Vasi Sarvagah Krishna. In that abode, there is only one supreme personality of Godhead, whose name is Krishna. He is the supreme merciful deity, and although situated there as one, he has expanded himself into millions and millions of plenary expansions. The Vedas compare the Lord to a tree standing still, yet bearing many varieties of fruits, flowers, and changing leaves. The plenary expansions of the Lord, who preside over the Vaikuntha planets, are four-armed, and they are known by a variety of names: Purushottam, Trivikrama, Kesava, Madhava, Aniruddha, Rishikesha, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Sridhara, Vasudeva, Damodar, Janardhan, Narayan, Vamana, Padmanabha, etc. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So here, Prabhupada is explaining that there's nothing material in the spiritual planet. And the one Supreme Lord, Krishna, expands into different plenary expansions. And we know there are so many different types of avatars. So by different names, Krishna has unlimited names, variety of names, variety, variegatedness. So let's read the last section of the purport and then we'll have some discussion. Anyone else wants to read? Yes, Mahesh.
I can try. Yeah. The Brahma Samhita 5.37 also confirms that although the Lord is always in the supreme abode, Golaka Vrindavana, he is all pervading so that everything is going on nicely. Golaka eva nivasatya akhilatma bhuta, as stated in the Vedas, Sveta Tara Upanishad 6.8, Parasya Saktir Vividhava Sruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriya nature. His energies are so expansive that they systematically conduct everything in the cosmic manifestation without a flaw, although the Supreme Lord is far, far away. Thank you, Prabhuji.
अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear worshipful devotees, thank you so much for taking out your most valuable time every day to study Bhagavad Gita. Why do we study Bhagavad Gita? Any thoughts? Let's take some. Before we read Gita, before we hear Gita, what's the benefit?
So that
Anyone?
Krishna,
Sorry, yes, Shalini Mataji said something.
so that we can understand, try to know Krishna.
You can understand or try to know Krishna. Excellent. Now, someone may wonder, hey, why do I worry about knowing Krishna? I should worry about knowing the president of some country. Don't want to put a name there, right?
Mhm. Because we want to get Satchidanand, like true
Hmm.
peaceful, like that's the only source that can give us lasting happiness. Everything else is one day we are happy, next day, son is born, the next day, or like a year later, it's no longer, as
And also navigating life challenges also, Prabhuji.
Okay.
If I'm correct,
Yes.
navigating life challenges and day to day, that's what I mean to say.
Yes, so knowing Krishna is the source of all happiness, and knowing Krishna means knowing happiness. Knowing Krishna means knowing everything. And when we know everything, as connecting to the next point, we can easily navigate the life's challenges, like Arjuna, like Yudhishthira, etc. Very nice. So we can navigate, cross the journey of life with a smooth sail. Yes, what else? Anyone else?
Krishna is
I
our
will
Supreme Father. So,
Krishna is the Supreme Father. So knowing
and
about our Supreme Father, very
and,
nice.
and he is, we have eternal relationship with him. The other all relationships are temporary, but our relationship with Krishna is the eternal. So we need to understand that by knowing who is the absolute truth and who is the Supreme Lord and what he is saying um, to Arjuna, and that is actually the ultimate goal of our life,
Okay,
to realize him.
very
And
nice.
also everyday actions, Prabhuji, maybe everyday actions.
Everyday actions. So Gita guides us about everyday actions. Gita helps us to understand about our Supreme Father,
Understand the purpose of life, Prabhu.
understand the purpose of life. Very, very nice. What
uh,
is
and to seek the true knowledge and get the moksha, or I will say the mm, the Supreme Krishna's consciousness. Yeah, that is what I think of. Yeah.
Very nice. I'll give an acronym. There are many acronyms about the word Gita itself, but G is Jnana, as you said. It gives us real knowledge about not only this world, but the Paratattva. As we're talking about, this whole chapter 8 is about attaining the Supreme. And it distinguishes this world versus the spiritual world. I was hearing a class by Srila Prabhupada on this topic. Srila Prabhupada gave a class in 60. Um, someone is not on mute. Can someone please do help here? Can the host please help to keep the mic?
Hare Krishna, Shyam Prasad Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji, your phone got unmuted.
So, Jnana, knowledge. Can the host unmute him, please? Sorry, mute him, I meant. Or if you can give me the co-host access, I'm happy to do that also. So, Jnana, knowledge about not only this world, not only how to deal and navigate the ups and downs of this world, but also to understand what is the purpose, what is the real goal of life. And then to know that G also stands for Guru. We need to take shelter of Guru, and Gita tells us, and Guru helps us to understand our identity. I for identity, right? We know who am I, what is my purpose, who is Krishna, what is the two duties. T is for two duties. The two duties, the material, we all have some material duties, some conditions as a householder, as an employee, as a businessman, as a student, as a college grad, etc. But that is only temporary. And that's not going to help us in the journey of life. Maybe it will help us to get some bread and some peanut butter, but it will not help us to get to the real goal of life. And so the second duty, which is called Krishna Karma, will help, and that will make us Atmarama. So Gita will make us Atmarama, or Gita will help us to become a pure devotee and develop all the devotional qualities: humility, tolerance, love, gratitude, empathy, patience, kindness, compassion. So, therefore, Gita is so important, and one who reads Bhagavad Gita every day, Bhagavad Gita Kinchidadita Ganga Jalalava Kanika Pita Sakrideva Murari Samarcha Na Kriyeta Yamina Charcha. यमराज से चर्चा नहीं होगा उसका, because he will go to paradhama yad gatva nani vartante tadhama paramam mama. So that brings us to this verse: purusha sah para partha bhaktya labhyastab ananyaya yasyantasthani bhutani yena sarvam idam tatam. So the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is speaking Bhagavad Gita, is telling that Purusha, he is a person. He is not just any Purusha, he is Parah or Param. There is no one greater than him. He is the topmost amongst all. He is the root cause, as Vasudeva Mataji was explaining. He is the father of all. He is the father of all the fathers of all the species. And there is no one greater than him. So he is the Param Purusha or Purusha Param. Partha, O Arjuna, is the name of Arjuna. Arjuna has been addressed by over 23 names in Bhagavad Gita, like Partha, Dhananjaya, Savyasachi, etc. Now, how can we attain that? How can we attain Supreme Lord? How can we attain that supreme abode, which we read about in the previous verses? Krishna says, Bhaktya labhyastab ananyaya. There is no other way, only one way. And what is that one way? Ananya Bhakti. Ananya means other, with some motive or with some hetu. You may have heard this word ahetuki. Ahetuki apratihata yatma so prasidati. Right? So ananya is also very similar to the word ahetuki. That means no other cause. Anya. So it's the antonym of anya. That means no other cause. That means unalloyed, free from any mixture of jnana, karma, fruitive activity, desire. Yeah, it would be interesting if someone can help to take care. It just distracts me and distracts everyone else also, and kind of hinders our hearing process.
I think Sridhama Prabhu, if Prabhu is on, maybe he can give the co-host access to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna devotees, I am outside. I can definitely give it to Shubhalas Prabhuji. But what I have noticed is that when we do that, the YouTube gets disconnected. When there
Can
is
we
a
give
change in
co-host
the host.
access, or can you mute this devotee who is not on mute?
Sure, Prabhu. Who is that, Prabhu?
Shama Prasad Prabhu.
Where is he now?
It's an iPhone Sham Prasad.
Hare Krishna, Hare
ప్రభు మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టారు కదా ప్రభు
Hare Ram, Hare
లేదు
Ram,
ప్రభుజీ మీది మ్యూట్ లో లేదు ప్రభుజీ మ్యూట్ చేస్తారా
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
ఎట్లా
Krishna
చేయాలో
Krishna,
నాకు తెలియలే
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
యా నౌ హీ ఇస్ మ్యూటెడ్ ప్రభుజీ.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Thank you so much. I was saying.
Ahetuki bhakti Prabhuji.
Ananya, ahetuki, unalloyed, without any desire for fruitive activity, that's the topmost bhakti. And if one really desires to go back home, back to Godhead, we are all trying to be pure devotees. We're all here to not just become devotee, not just become a mixed devotee. Prabhupada came here. Prabhupada has opened ISKCON not to give like shallow bhakti, not to give so-called bhakti. Prabhupada has come here in the Western world to give pure bhakti. I was recently reading a conversation, just few days back on, I think, July, just 2 weeks back. There was the incorporation day of ISKCON, where Srila Prabhupada incorporated ISKCON. And someone asked Prabhupada, Swamiji, why don't you name this society as International Society for God Consciousness? Because people are familiar with the word God, they have some understanding, they think God is great. But Prabhupada said, he thought for a moment, and that said, no, already there is so much confusion on the name of God. Some things I am God, some things he is God, she is God, everyone is God, we all will become God. My dog is God to me, my cat is dog to me, my husband is God, my wife is God, or I will become God, nature is God, earth is God, this God, that God. So much confusion on the name of God. Prabhupada named it International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So Prabhupada has come here, Bhagavad Gita is here to help us become that pure devotee, and that can only happen through Ananya Bhakti. We may say, well, I'm not there, but that's fine. Let's acknowledge and let's try to get there, right? Let's acknowledge our weakness, let's acknowledge our shortcoming, because the first step to improve is to acknowledge that there is room for improvement. And when one has that vision, when one becomes a pure devotee, yasyantastani bhutani, what happens? His vision is Krishnamai. He sees everything with the eyes of the scriptures. He sees everything with the eyes of the connection to the Supreme Father. Because Krishna is the seed-giving Father. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam. He's the seed-giving Father of every living being, of all the species. And then what happens? That he or that devotee is able to see that Krishna antastani, yasya antastani bhutani, he is present in every aspect of material creation. whether it's living entities, cat, dog, human, or even an ant, or even a tree, or even nature, earth, water, sky, etc. He's all pervaded. Yena sarvam idam tatam. He's all pervading. And who can see that? Who has Ananya Bhakti. And who has Ananya Bhakti? He will certainly go to that Purusha Para. And Srila Prabhupada was explaining so beautifully that even if one is a pure devotee, he or she does not care that I need to go back home, back to Godhead. Why? Because they are Brahmabhuta. They are Brahmabhuta Prasannatma. इहा यास्य हरिदास्य कर्मणा मनसा गिरा निखिलासु अपि अवस्थस्तु जीवन मुक्त स उच्यते. He is Jivan Mukta. He is not worried because, like a Prahlad Maharaj, like Srila Prabhupada, they are not worrying, oh, when will I get rid of the cycle of birth and death? When will I get so I don't have to come and study here A, B, C, D again? When will my neighbors stop bothering me? This old age is bothering me. This job is bothering me. I want to get out of here. That's fine. But pure devotees, their mood is even as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamayi, mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhakti rahetu kitvai. I do not desire dhana, wealth, na dhanam, na janam, high birth, na sundarim, not the pleasure of the opposite sex, na kavitam, I don't desire followers, va jagadisha kamayi. Mama Janmani, birth after birth, I only desire Krishna, your pure devotional service. Whether be in this world, whether in this country or that country, whether in this world or upper world or lower world or spiritual world, that is immaterial because pure devotee has only one business. Bhaktir Bhavati Ahetuki or Ananya Bhakti. So put some slides together so you can quickly go over. So some key points from the purport, which we have already covered, but we'll retouch upon these. So Krishna's abode is real and eternal, right? But this temporary world is full of problems, right? Dukhalyam and ashashvatam, right? So why do we want to be in a place which is full of problems and challenges and temporary? So Krishna is encouraging Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, Prabhupada is mentioning. So we all want to go to that place which is full of bliss and it's our true real home. And then we also talked about that everything rests within him. So a pure devotee sees everything with that vision, that Krishna, how to connect to Krishna, right? Everything is the energy of the Lord. Sthavar Jangam na dekhi tara murti. Sarvatra hoy ishta dev spurti. One time, His Holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj was going and traveling for some preaching activity, some preaching service, and he saw in India you may have seen this nursing home. Nursing home. Has anyone seen nursing home? It's basically referred to as like a hospital, kind of a clinic, right? Anyone familiar with this word, nursing home?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
We call
Prabhu.
it
Yeah, we are
Yes.
very
synonymous with
familiar with it.
small hospital.
Yeah.
So, especially in cities, there is more, right?
Mm.
Padam padam yad vipadam, because at every step there is nursing home or hospital, right? Because at every step there is problem, accidents, diseases, etc. So Maharaj was asking the devotee who was going with him, there are so many temples in this city. Wow, there are so many temples. Wow, I'm amazed. And he was confused. Maharaj, what were you referring? I didn't get, because we didn't pass by any much temples, maybe one small temple in a far distance. And Maharaj said, I saw nursing home of nursing Dev. So home temple. So nursing Dev temple. I saw so many homes of nursing Dev. So Maharaj was thinking that these are temples out of his innocence and out of his love for Krishna, because it's a devotee see everything in connection to the Lord. One time, Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur was walking, and he pointed out with his cane. He got a little bit grave and serious, and Prabhupada pointed out, "Can't you see?" And devotees were walking with him. Oh my God, what is Prabhupada seeing? Maybe some pastimes of the Lord, maybe Narsimha Dev, maybe some other avatara, etc. And then devotees were like, "What? What is Prabhupada seeing? What is Prabhupada seeing?" And then they were like confused, shocked, and not knowing what to do, what to ask. And Prabhupada again said, "Can't you see?" And someone politely asked Prabhupada, "What?" So Prabhupada pointed at that tap, that faucet is open, and the water is running for no reason. It's basically water is getting wasted. And a pure devotee sees everything with the lens of bhakti, ananya bhakti. Bhumi apo nalo vayu kham mano buddhireva cha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtada. These are the energies of the Supreme Lord. Why should they be wasted? So go and close that tap. Don't waste the precious water. Don't waste the precious energy. So this is the vision of seeing. Yes, Krishna is present in the spiritual world, always present, but he is also present. Yasyanta sthani bhutani. Everything rests on him. And the third and the most important point, that jnana, karma, rituals, yogic practices, etc., one cannot become pure devotee with that. What is the only way? One and only bhaktya. Even it's mentioned in so many other verses also. And this was a verse quoted by Srila Prabhupada. आनंद चिन्मय रसा प्रतिभाविताभीस्ताभिर्य एव निज रूपतया कलाभिर् गोलोक एव निवसति अखिलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, residing in his own realm, Goloka, with Sri Radha. So he's residing there, but he's also present, in every aspect of material life too. If someone has the vision, why do we do pranam? Why do we say namaste? Right? This is the Vedic culture, doing pranam, bowing down. Why? Because we are bowing down to the Supreme Lord who is present in everyone's heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshya arjuna tishtati. Right? Krishna is present. So every jiva is sacred. That doesn't mean we embrace a lion, right? We have to respect from a distance also and use our intelligence, but we don't bother them. We don't unnecessarily cause harm to other jivas. Mm. Another beautiful verse which talks about the same theme, Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati. So we can know Krishna, one can understand Krishna, one can get to the Supreme Lord, attain the Supreme Lord through one thing. And what is that? Devotional service, bhakti. Only by devotional service one can understand me as the Supreme Lord. Tato mam tattvato gyatva vishati tat anantaram. And then he can enter into the supreme kingdom. So very, very similar verse. If you notice, this 822 kind of matches very, very closely to this one, which is also quoted many, many times. So another beautiful verse from Padyavali, which talks about the same thing. Vyadhasya charanam Vyadhasya dhruvasya chavayo Vidya gajendrasya ka Kubjaya kim unamarupamadikam Kim tat sudamudhanam Vamshako vidurasya yadava pate Ugrasya kim paurusham Bhaktya tushyati kevalam nachagune Bhakti priyo madhava. So one may wonder, what is dear to Krishna? If age was the criteria, did Dhruva had the right age? Hmm. Did Dhruva had the right maturity? Certainly not. If high birth or Vamsha was the criteria, oh, people who are born in very high Brahminical culture family can get. Vidura was not born in a high class family, he was a Dasi Putra. If only human beings, right? If only human beings could get to devotional service, Gajendra was an elephant. Gajendra was not even he was an animal. Hmm? Only if billionaires could access Krishna, Kim Sudamano Dhanam. Sudama was very poor, right? If only strength was the criteria, power was the criteria. Ugrasena did not show very chivalrous acts. If high culture and qualities and past was the criteria, how can a Vyadha, a hunter, become pure devotee? So the idea is that all these people, we Sudama, Gajendra, Vidura, etc., they attained to the Supreme Lord. They did not have they had many things missing, either wealth or age or maturity or qualities and strength and not human, etc. But they had one thing in common. Bhaktya tushyati kevalam na chaguner. Krishna does not see externals. Krishna sees bhakti. Bhakti priyo madhava. We can win Krishna through the bhakti, nothing else. Bhakti priyo madhava. And what kind of bhakti? There are many different kinds of bhakti. Can also be in mode of passion. Bhakti can also be in mode of ignorance. Bhakti can also be in mode of goodness. And then there is Shuddha Bhakti or Ananya Bhakti, which is we are talking about. Srila Prabhupada was also referring to the 5 types of mukti, which many of you may be well aware, but since it was mentioned in the class, we can quickly cover in his class in New York in 1966 in November. Sayujya Mukti, merging into the impersonal effulgence, or so the impersonalists aspire for it, like to be one with the Lord, right? To merge in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Vaishnavas reject this, right? Then sa rupya. Rupa means form, so attaining a same form. Sa means same. So getting a similar body. So the Vaikuntavasis have have the same forearm formed. They also carry Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma. Samipya. Samipya. Close. Living close to the Lord, residing in the same spiritual world. Salokya. Living on the same planet. And Sarshti. Having the same opulence. But the main thing is the devotees aspire, the pure devotees don't even aspire for any of these. They aspire, okay, Krishna Mare, Krishna Rakhe Ke, Rakhe Krishna Mare Ke. As the last verse of Sri Chaitanya Shishtashtakam. Yatha tatha vavidhatu lampato mat prananadastu sayevana paraha. Krishna, whether you embrace me or you ignore me, I will always remain loyal and your dear servant. And that's a very important point because ups and downs will come in anyone's life, in everyone's life. Even in spiritual life, ups and downs will come, right? Even material life. So one should not be a devotee in when things go good only. So gopis are teaching that sincere devotee means that whether it's up good phase of life or not so good phase of life, a devotee is always very uh, humble and always in the mood of taking shelter of the Lord. And if one does that, one will certainly attain the kingdom of God. As Lord Brahma says, Tattenu kampam susumikshamanu bhunjani vatma kritam vipak hridvagvapurvir vidadhan namaste jivet yumukti pade sadaya bhak. If one continues to render pure devotional service while tolerating the ups and downs, then he or she will become the rightful recipient of the kingdom of God. There is no doubt. So, it's 8:45. I have some interesting kind of activity where you all can participate and tell if that's if that would classify as pure bhakti or something mixed bhakti. Okay, would you all like to try that? Okay, so you can type in the chat box or unmute or maybe say like a yay or nay kind of thing, like a thumbs up or thumbs down is easy, because if everyone unmutes, it becomes hard to kind of get what is. So whatever way you can chat in the chat box or do the emojis. So let's begin this. Okay, a person gives charity in a temple so that their business can prosper. What do you think? Is it pure bhakti or is it mishrit bhakti? What do you think?
Mixed bhakti.
Mixed bhakti? Okay, you get one gulab jamun. Good. Okay, next one. A devotee sings kirtan with no concern for how their voice sounds just to please Krishna. What do you think?
Ananya.
Bhakti.
Ananya Bhakti, yes, because Krishna sees the heart. If the desire is to please Krishna, then certainly it's pure. Someone worships Krishna only to pass an exam and then they forget him. What do you think?
Mixed bhakti.
Mixed Bhakti. See, mixed Bhakti is okay, but not the purest, right? So if someone is remembering even for some moment, that's fine. It will never go in vain. But here the verse is about Ananya Bhakti, so we'll primarily focus on that. A student prays to Krishna. Let me use this education in your service. What do you think?
Ananya.
Ananya bhakti.
Ananya Bhakti, yes, because their intent is to serve Krishna. A man distributes Srila Prabhupada books even though he's tired. Praying each
Ananya,
changes a soul's life.
Ananya bhakti.
Ananya Bhakti. Book distribution is so dear to Prabhupada. A man joins Kirtan because he hopes to be noticed and admired by others.
Mixed bhakti. Mixed bhakti.
Mishra Bhakti, oh, let me show how nicely I sing, and so that I can get some glorification. And if anyone does not praise, they are fools. They don't know, they don't understand me. Someone chants the holy name just to get peace of mind, not to serve or love Krishna.
Mixed bhakti.
Mixed bhakti, yeah. Their goal is not to please. So, because if on a peaceful day they'll say, okay, now I'm not feeling so stressed out. Now no need to chant, right? Because my stress is gone. A devotee prays to Krishna, please let me become famous in the devotee community.
Mixed.
Mixed bhakti, not so healthy. A devotee sweeps the temple floor silently, feeling
Ananya bhakti.
feeling grateful for the chance to serve.
Ananya bhakti.
Mandir Marjana, very, very nice. Someone studies Bhagavad Gita only to win debates and sound scholarly.
Mixed.
Mixed bhakti, they want to show, oh, I know many verses, oh, I can give better class. That's not what Krishna likes. A yogi meditates to gain mystic powers and control others.
Mixed bhakti.
Excellent. So I think you're all getting this whole point. Now, something more deeper, a self-reflection exercise for all of us. Something deep. And you don't need to answer this now because it is more of a self-reflection. And it's more, let's take this, what is my definition of success? Right? So everyone can start or maybe later or whatever way you feel best. Do I seek peace or joy through external achievements or through deepening my relationship with Krishna? What do you think? It's a interesting question to ponder about, right? I'm not expecting answer. I'm not asking you to answer, but this is a more an internal journey, right? Bhakti is internal journey, and everyone is at different levels, which is absolutely fine. We're all trying to learn. But Bhagavad Gita, it begins with defining success or redefining success. The whole world is behind external achievements, name, fame, money, house, car, assets, and whatnot, like power, position, or what else? All these things, everyone is running after. But what is my definition? Forget about, anyone else. Forget about any other devotee. This is my journey. Ultimately, as Prabhupada said, we have to fly our own plane, right? When the time will come, right? When our time will come, it won't matter what did he or she did, what he or she did, what that devotee did, at that time, we have to, it's our test. Hmm. So where do I find joy? Through external achievements or through deepening my... Okay, number 2. Is my bhakti undivided? Do I sometimes serve Krishna with hidden desires? Oh, Krishna, give me wealth. Krishna, give me fame. Krishna, give me comfort. Krishna, give me something. In what areas of my life still compete with Krishna for my heart? That's also something very deep. Is it all like making sense, or is it like getting too serious? Therefore, I did the activity, the fun thing first.
No, it's good.
Prabhuji, yeah,
Right.
sorry.
I
Yes,
think
Mahesh Prabhu, any thoughts?
Yeah. So I have a small question about that, the second point which you showed there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Uh,
let's do
yeah,
some
that.
reflections and questions. Yes.
Yeah. So like I remember the story of like Sudama. He went to Sri Krishna to get some wealth. Not he wanted, but his family wanted, right? Means his wife want to get something from Lord Sri Krishna because he's your friend. That's how the Sudama went it there. Yeah. So is it good or bad? Means that's my question. Yeah.
Yes. See, as I mentioned, and that's what the scriptures explain. Initially, Dhruva also had a desire.
Right.
He had a desire to get kingdom, right? Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukriti no arjuna artho jigyasurartharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. The 4 kinds of people come to Krishna. Out of the 4, 99.9% are in these 2 category. Either they are troubled or they want something. And actually, they both kind of go together, because if someone doesn't have wealth, oh, I want wealth. Someone has a health issue, oh, I want to get cured. So they're kind of all troubled.
Yeah.
Right? And they want something, which is fine in the beginning. But as we mature in our spiritual journey, we should gradually try to reduce our demands from the Lord. Rather, we should increase our service to the Lord, like Mother Yashoda, like the Vrajavasis. They were never asking God. They were always, how I can serve God. They were not thinking God as Krishna, how I can serve Krishna. How I can cook the best for Krishna, how I can dress, bathe, etc., etc., do mm, everything for Krishna, but not from Krishna.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is fine. And as bhakti, we are all in a journey. Shastras also say, akama sarva kamova moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusham param. It's fine. Whether one has all desires, no desires, desire for liberation, or spiritual desires, everything is fine. But it's not just like black and white, good or bad. It's, there are a lot of shades of gray here. So the purest stage is the gopi stage, where they are not asking anything, rather they are willing to go to hell to please Krishna. Right? The headache story is quite famous.
Yeah.
But we are not there. But we want to take step by step and follow the footsteps. So at least we should know the goal, right? And we should try to at least link it to Krishna. Let's say even we are asking Krishna, my health is really I'm struggling with, let's say, whatever, so and so disease. Krishna, please help me so I can render pure devotional service. I'll be able to better serve you. And if you so desire, please give me good health so I can serve you better. That is fine, right? And I think you must have received the message. His Grace Amrish Prabhu is in a critical health, so we should also all pray that Krishna, if you so desire, please bring help His Grace Amrish Prabhu to get back to normal health or recover fast, so that he can continue his wonderful, loving service to Srila Prabhupada. So that prayer we should render, and for our friends, devotees, relatives, that's okay. That's not material. That's spiritual.
Right.
Any
Thank you,
other
Prabhuji.
thoughts? Thank you for your thoughtful question. Anyone else has a thought, comment, reflection, question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, sir.
Very nice class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for that. Prabhuji, I was just thinking about the 5 kind of muktis, among them Samipya and Salokya. These 2 muktis are similar, right, Prabhuji? Because Samipya also to be the same same spiritual kingdom where Krishna lives, as well as Salukya is also the same spiritual planet. I mean, Vaikuntha or Golak Vrindavan. That 2 kind of mukti, how they are different, but Samipya means too close to, like always in association with Krishna, and Salyaka means the same loka, right, Prabhuji? That's it suddenly came to my mind that both are the similar muktis.
Samipya considered as close entourage. Right. So they are close associates of the Lord, like Uddhava, and right. Many people live in Vrindavan, right?
Yeah.
Vrindavan, but some are really close. Like if someone lives in Tampa, and you may also live in Tampa, giving a little bit material example here. So the same planet or same city as you, right? But your neighbor is close,
Close to me.
right? Or your close friend, you may be talking every day, right? So Arjuna, Prabhupada said Arjuna as, we're close associate, Uddhava, Arjuna, etc.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, I got it, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
There's a request by Shalini Mother to show the last one. So we didn't cover these 2. Let's quickly talk about the last 2. How do I experience Krishna's all-pervading, right? We talked about this. This is also one of the themes of the verse. How do I experience that? Do I remember Krishna in my heart guiding when I go to grocery store, when I go to, pick my kids, or when I go to work? Am I able to see the hand of God in different situations, things? And number 4, am I cultivating a personal relationship with Krishna? Right? Like we talk to our close friend. So do we talk to Krishna right? I mean, do I spend time with him? Or just keep asking, give me this, give me that? Because one of the key essential things to enhance a relationship is time, quality time. So these are some thoughts to ponder. You can do it as a self-reflective exercise. You can share with your friend, husband, wife, or whoever is close to you, and do it in your closer circle. It's a nice thing to do, and it helps to do a self-check, right? Because bhakti is ultimately personal. So with that, I would like to pause and again express my gratitude to all of you for giving me this chance. And thank you for tolerating me, and please forgive me for any shortcomings. So, and I also pray that, I also request that all of you please pray for me. So, easier said than done. Developing Ananya Bhakti is no easy joke. And like everyone else, I'm also in this journey trying to develop that. So I humbly request all of you to please also bless me and pray for me so I can one day develop this attitude of Ananya Bhakti, which Krishna is mentioning here. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very
सूरज
much.
प्रभु जी की जय.
Jai.
3 times Hari Bol to Shubha Vilas Prabhuji.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna, Prabhuji, Tanda Pranam.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you.